Hiroshima is an amazing city that will surprise you with everything that it has to offer. It pretty much has everything from culture to delicious food, history, and amazing views. In this video, I'll give you 8 things to do while there. But first, before we get into the video, in this channel, I make dope vlogs, travel guide, and tips videos. So if you're into that, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Hiroshima has brought out the extremes that humanity is capable of. It's a city that experienced the greatest destructive force that man has ever built. And decades later, it shows the resilience and creative force of humanity. In 1945, the A-bomb destroyed the city. And today, you wouldn't be able to tell because the city is filled with people and culture. Hiroshima is often glossed over by tourists, but here's 8 reasons why you should check it out. Visit the Peace Memorial Park and Museum. The museum is dedicated to the people and events surrounding the 2 bombs that were dropped on Japan, which ended World War II. Explore the surrounding areas. Make sure you check out the Hypo Center and the A-bomb dome, which was one of the few structures that were left standing. Next, let's talk about food. Eat the oysters. I didn't know this, but the oysters in Hiroshima are some of the best in the world. They definitely were amazing, so make sure you have some while you're here. I'll leave a link to some of the places I ate at in the description. Next, I hope you're still hungry. Have some okonomiyaki. Okonomiyaki is a staple of Hiroshima, and it would be disrespectful to leave here without trying this dish. It's like a pancake made out of a bunch of layers of eggs, noodles, pork, veggies, and cheese, you name it. Come hungry because these are filling. These spots are everywhere, but I recommend getting one from Nagataya. Looks good.
We waited on a 40-minute line.
40 minutes or so. There's usually a long line there, but it's definitely worth it. Try to get a spot at the bar so you can see how things come together. Next, visit Miyajima. Miyajima is an island and it's filled with tons of stuff to do. You can ride a cable car, you can rent jet skis, you can go hiking, you can pet deer, you can do so many things here. Oh, go to an onsen. We don't have time for everything today, but let's see what we can squeeze in. Spend a day there admiring the nature and vibes. You can get there by a cheap ferry ride. Do not skip out on Miyajima. You will regret it. And while you're in Miyajima, hang out with the deer. As you can see from behind me, there are a ton of deer here. That's one of the things that this island is very famous for, the deer. And the deer are very friendly, but the only problem is if you're eating, they will come at you and they will take your food. So be very careful with the deer here. They don't give a damn. They will rob you. These deer just robbed this lady.
Yeah, he's robbing me.
Oh no.
I know, he's taking all my food.
They robbed this lady, took all of her food, and luckily I was there to save the day or whatever was left of her food. Be careful with petting them, but for the most part, they welcome some human interaction. I personally wouldn't feed them because I don't want to get them sick. Next, go to the Shisuihua Observatory. You can take a cable car all the way up. After a nice scenic cable car ride up here, we're at the Shisuihua Observatory, looking at even more beautiful views of the Seto Inland Sea. This is amazing. One of the best views I've seen all trip. I definitely recommend doing this. You also get great views of Hiroshima. This is a great place for pictures. Next, why not do a tea ceremony? I didn't want to do this because tea isn't my thing, but Alicia insisted. They make you dress up in kimonos, and that, felt a little weird to me. Just when I thought drinking tea was a simple process and I thought I had that down packed, I participate in a tea ceremony here and I find out that it's not as simple as just pouring tea into a cup. This is a much more sophisticated process, and I'm happy that I did it because now I have a deep appreciation for matcha. Here you'll learn about the preparation and presentation of matcha. Lastly, take in Itsukushima Shrine. This torii is beautiful and unique as you can walk up to it and boat past it on the same day. When the tide is out, you can get close and appreciate its beauty. And when the tide is in, you can see the majesty of it floating on the water. This is also the place to end your trip at Hiroshima because of this beautiful sunset. Well, that's it. Those are my 8 things to do in Hiroshima. As always, there's so much more to do and never enough time to do it all. So if you feel I left something cool out, please put it in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you next time.